We've been working on some new symbols for the next release of gCADPlus, and here are a couple of examples. First thing to point out is that we really try and keep the file size of new symbols well down. Try and aim for 50 kilobytes in size. This one here on the left is 23 kilobytes, and the one on the right is 30 kilobytes. So they're both very modest in terms of size. The other thing we're trying to do is to make symbols in this library area, plants and named. We give them all a name that's botanically recognizable, so that making a plant schedule becomes very easy. The name of the symbol matches the species name of the plant. I'm trying to make sure, and these have been donated by a couple of users, just trying to make sure that they fit the gCADPlus standard. So we should be able to go into layers, turn off the symbol and turn off the plant construction, and we just get our marker for our team, and I'm doing the same on the one on the right. The reason we've been able to keep the file size small is that by far the majority of elements in here are polylines. If we look here, I've selected everything. They're all polylines. There's no hatching, nothing else in the drawing. So a shape like this one, which represents part of the flower of a Dilwinia, what I've done there is I've given it a point gradient, just change that to a linear one, and you'll see a subtle difference there. And it's just a polyline. So everything here is a closed, it's one entity. It is closed and it's filled. It has a border color if we want to define it. And those shapes, I think, work very well. They keep the file size down. And I still think, and I hope you agree, that the symbol has something of the flavour of a Dilwinia, and the one on the right we think it's got the flavour of a Dietes, and we've still stuck to that canopy diameter of 1 metre. We can always reduce that when we place it into designs. So the next step here is just to throw these symbols into a simple landscape design and see how well they work. Well, here the two symbols are being used in a design. So if we click on this one, look over here in the properties box, it's a Dietes, so it becomes very easy for you to tag it with the plant schedule list. And we can click on any of these quite easily now and just rotate and even scale to give it just a little bit of variation. So if we vary our angle of rotation and size, things will look a little more natural. Here's the symbol we hope represents a Dilwinia to you. And if we come over here in the properties box, the name matches it. Once again, remember these are very small blocks, so they can be used without blowing up the file size too much. And we can copy it and once again paste these down at C. And we'll finish it as a colourful species. So we do the same thing again, rotate. You don't need to escape from the rotation command, you just grab a handle. This is actually quite a large drawing, and I'll just zoom extents to show you it's quite a detailed drawing. So we're working in this little area here. So I hope that that gives you some idea of the value of making symbols that are colourful, quick to load, and are easy to tag with the plant schedule tool.